tell us about this. Like, is there money and where can you find the money?
You're going straight to the head.
We're wasting time.
Yeah, there's money in there's money into farming, but there's hard work also. But I think so guys, there's no way. From 25,000 kilo you will get.
This is 50,000.
This is 50,000. This is 35,000. Go or dark a month. So that one 35,000 kilo you will get.
What's one of those big purchases that people bought from you?
I'll say one big purchase from one farm.
One farm.
One farmer, he bought like 65 commercial ewes and 35 stud ewes. So that's about 500,000. If you don't love it, don't do it. You just have to love it. It gets lonely outside, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have touched it down in the National Agriculture Show. And today, hey, you guys better be ready. Santa Hela, get your notepads, get your whatevers, sit down in a quiet room and block out 2 hours because you have to watch this and run it back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the one, the only Lopang Ntombela. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm alright.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Which sort of king? Which sort of king?
It's been a minute.
1 year in the making, literally. 1 year in the making. It's get which sort of ring. One day. Don't know how to be as called.
What's up?
Is there money in this space? And if so, because you are here and you are making it so more branding. So tell us about this. Like, is there money and where can you find the money?
You're going straight to the head.
We're wasting time.
Yeah, there's money in there's money into farming, but there's hard work also. But I think so guys, there's no way. Money. So yeah, there's money. There's money into farming. There's money into what I'm doing. Let me say what I'm doing. Generalize there's money into farming. I'm breeding livestock, not just livestock. We kidera meat master, kidera the sun and goat, the platinums, and then we are doing the damaras. So there's money. Right now it's like the meat master more fashion. So looking is it the issue of the climate change or game, but remember, meat master is one animal a hardy animal. Yeah, it's harella when it comes to drought.
It's like the equivalent of a Brahman.
Yes, it's like in a small. It's in the small stock. So meat master, because of its multi-gene, it tend to thrive even in dry conditions. Remember, we are semi-desert, so we want an animal against malwetse, against the drought because last year, end of last year and beginning of this year. But remember, we have been on a drought spell. So you want an animal to want chow from its carpets. It can survive out there. Yeah, it's a wild animal. It thrives well on the veld. It's not a picky eater, so whether you give it a wheat straw, you give it matharwa putile kore here or zokobona le thaka kwa ga matsiamo ka next door about tausila boenela.
It just gets to what's there and what's available.
What's available. Yeah.
Very nice. Humble animal, eh?
Very humble.
Nice. Okay, so in the space of farming, you're saying there's money.
Yeah.
You definitely saw an opportunity and you're like, I am here and I can make this happen. So let's start with the genesis. Where does your passion for this start? Where do you see the king?
Actually,
I like these things.
You won't believe it. You know, growing up as a girl child or as a kid, I hated it. I hated farming because I was raised by my grandparents. And you are there, with your cousins and all stuff. By the way. So we were living in an extended family, so cousin. And I know how but especially when the parents are not there. I get so they will come month end, but feed. To me, as the kid in me that time was like, these people ba rata di animals tsa bone more than me to an extent ya gore tsone di rekelo dio tse dintsi wena o rekelo mo go nyenyana, not knowing gore for you gore ba o khonana ba khona go reka all these things, your clothes, your meals, the roof over your head is because of those animals. But kana go how we bone yalo because you are young. Then I joined National Development Bank. I'm a former employee at National Development Bank. That's where I started to see it as a business. I was doing the portfolio on the collateral side. Then I was awarded an opportunity come 2018 NDB retrenched. So what 2019 Rena short staffed. The market was a bit shaky. So no go sena ma decent and gore the space tse dingwe tse rileng ha go trenchwa ga di feel, so you need to step in.
Okay.
From o titelang o dira di role di 2 to 3 roles. So e be gore ke hella ke nna ke double like ira ko assessment e ko di loan reng ga batho ba apply be re di checka thing. That's how you assess gore wa qualify kana ga o qualify. So that's how you meet portfolio tse di harologane, the business plan tse di harologane. To me it was an opportunity. Yeah. So I will sit down and read this business plans. I'm like, oh, okay. So there's money into this thing. At that time it was more on the seasonal vegetation, I would say mamabele, mibidi and all stuff. So I was looking there. So go panda ba khona go lema motho ba nna le harvest ya bo 10 million. So truly block on the vegetation. So you start looking at those things, and then you are like, but Lopang, I'm here. Where do I fit in?
Yes.
I cannot farm like them. I cannot do resource like them. I'm still an employee. I cannot madi like them. So where can I start? Then ebero on board a BMC. BMC ba bereki bateng. Ba bataka livestock, small stock. So bunzi bana ko ba hata ba apply di quotation ki buogoti. Get dopa, but not a lot. Mostly it was dipudi than dinko. And I start kelebella chaini ke okay, how is this going? And I'm here ke mogaborone. I've got a little nyana farm ko atisia. I'm like, what's there ko atisia ki du kgomo.
Little nyana.
The little small. So what's there? Okay, ki du kgomo. So what can I do na go ne yana besides di kgomo? Okay, ke rata kgomo ke bona la hale, not nna ke rua. I've got a few, but you need to kgomo tota ke dumela gore ha ona le plus ya, you can have it. So I started seeing this ke be ke down national show nga ke tsile national show nya. That was in 2019. I saw some nice toppers. At that time I didn't know much about animals, like literally nothing besides hela mono khana pudu gote thatheletse ngemole second, that was it. So I come here, ke bona di dopa, come auction, ke be ke reka di 2 doppers. Bought them, lied to my husband saying, no, get 12,000, did you two? At the back of my mind, ke lebetse gore re share koloi, I have left receipt mo koloi. Now it's moving from 12 to 22 because there were stud animals. So I took them to Atisia. Ha ke itse sepe ka tsone ka di tsa hela ke di ba ko di simolla go change because gora gore nkana di tswa mo shong. The show animals they are preparing you for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
No, they are the bear fixie
video and
they are video so that di khona go khathalwa yana ha o le ha. So ke di ba kwa tishana ke reka Lucian ha ke itse le gore di a gentiwa. Gore I didn't do any homework honestly ka gore the health side ya tsone, nutrition side ya tsone, it was just animals. I was just seeing nice beautiful animals. So within 6 months unfortunately bedisho. So what I got is 22,000.
So that's your horror story.
That's my horror
That's
story.
actually like every farmer has a horror story. How many were they? There were two, and you bought them for 22,000.
22,000. Did you say when by the time I collect but all 4 died. So now I go back.
I got 12,000.
But the thing is, farming is like a drug. Back I think I said you can't move it. So I'm there saying, but I was already hooked. Went back, bought some, but those were just commercials. They were not stud. They were commercials. It was a batch of 30 commercials still pregnant. Really dope.
Okay.
bought them. That's when now ke simolla go ithuta. You read kgantela tsena mo social media, mpho a re, lorato a re. So there's a lot of...
So when you were not even, let me research first. You were buy, I will research.
I'll buy, I'll research. That's the mistake we make. We tend to buy, research but it should be vice versa. So you should research, go to the class, and nowadays on the cost settings, Chandima, which is what ba host the small stock courses, Buanya dira, there's Ghost how dia dira South Africa. So now that here, now here's my money. I don't want to repeat it. So I need to be researching. So that's when you tend to engage your vet. You tend to engage one or two farmers who are really willing to help, especially Haulemme. You know Haulemme, because farming, more especially livestock, the spaces are border.
Mostly.
So there'll be two baba feeling no way. So you go to them, they'll give you tips. But when they will even come to your farm. But whether you could do since agriculture or just the hella devoted on a hella whether go bam. But 1, 2, 3. No. The fact that you're a woman. No, they will sit down, they take it seriously because as much as we don't want to accept or denial, and guys, we are still way behind when it comes to farming.
But that you're the only one exhibiting here as a woman.
Fukua too, this time mamukwena I like lasty. So
last year no went ahead.
Last year was one. I think there's one lady, but Yanoko Dip Kolobe.
Okay.
But there's
one
on
the good side of things.
Yeah. So the finance space, like I'm saying, is male dominated. But believe me, those males are that are willing to help us as women.
I think you make a great point because the ladies that are watching this, maybe it's hard to penetrate or get inside the space.
It's not hard. The hard
hearing you would make it very.
The hard part, okay, am I gonna leave my office or how am I gonna do it? Makeup, get your nails, guys. You don't need to go come to tell me the farmers are you go there, we've got a shower. Look but my bathroom is equipped. It's an so you just go there, work on the calls from there, you shower, and by the time get out you won't even tell maybe if I'm wearing my boots, maybe that's when you will tell. But hella you won't tell.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So after you bought those 30, that's when you started seeing.
That's when I started seeing the mistakes that I was making because, like I'm saying, I was just a rookie. So but now I was already because I started to know what I was doing. Because, like I'm saying, I started to do research. I started going for these courses that are not a small stock. I started to engage. I'll go to a teacher and say, hey, that time you'll be doing Mama Room, I've got this problem 1, 2, 3. I was not shy to ask. If I don't know what's happening, I'll call somebody and say, hey, please come assist me. Because with farming, you never stop learning. You learn every day. Because there's always a challenge every day, something different. So you never stop learning. So that 30, I will attend the show, I'll attend the auction, my 10, my 20, until come 2021. That's when I began to introduce a meat master. I found some nice, it was my first time I meat master, a brown, big animal. So like, okay, let me guess this. About 2 females, I still have them. Now, even though this year, and they did a miracle. They even given me 1 lamb. But this time around, those 2 females that I started with, they gave me twins.
Wow.
So, but I'm still, I need to give them a dignified retirement. So I want them to retire because honestly, they'll build my crop. Here we have the Sanens. The Sanene Gidi dairy goats. Gidi Budizamash. And the Harna Lidi.
Because that's 3 to 5 liters.
Yes, because on that 3 to 5 liters. Those are the animals that tell on Ridrisa Machete and supplementa that side, which is the meat masters and the damaras. Here are males. Some of these males in the compete in the dairy section category, and we are happy to say we really did well. We've got a few categories, like the senior category, which is this boy. He attained position 1. You can see I recipe as long as it's fine. Okay. That dot the molo to lion it shows that's position 1. And then we also have this lion under 0 tooth. Le ruole le balwa ka meno gore le na le meno a le kae go supa gore le how old. So that one also is a male lion in a position 1 under 0 tooth. Wow. Lion taibona in a le doti. This one in a position 2, Diamana in a dots and the 0 tooth. This one in a position 3. Unfortunately, this one I guess I didn't compete. And also we had another category, it was that, and 3 here, nearly 3 all together. Zalani, sorry. So nerna category leone ibitswa family of 3, like 3 set of rams. Let's say nerna ratsa position 1 re be re nna le another category yone inelia. Here are the females. Ke tsone tse leng gore re gama from them. Like dinku tse 1 2 3 4 ka halele di a jusa. So re emetse gore di tsale so that re kgone go dira production ya rona ya mashi from them. So here le gone ne re computer this one in a position 2 under 4 toothy. A family is 1 male, which is this, 1 female and a kid. So is a family of 3. So le rana le set of 3, like 3 females 1 2 3. Let's honor set position 1 go set of 3. Wow. So guys, we so did well from our male goats. They're quite scarce mo Botswana ga. So even here mo show you find gore batho ba ileng gore ra exhibit and male goat are not much. I think I'm the only one with a lot of animals. We've got 2 breeds here. We've got what we call the damara. The damara game, you see this animal that's the damara. This is a meat master. Hello, Nabasman. This is a meat master. It's a young ewe, but it's a long one. And when I think you it's only 12 months.
This one?
Yes. This female is only 12 months. Is a year old. So we had 7 months. It's the same as that one. There is an Lone is a meat master. Lone is 12 months. But how did you below to Banada Harloha? Go meat master and Ranalmorhubis and the bloodline. So the Harlohana or bloodline about Tenkibofin. So that bloodline is Junkusa Tendukola Gohudim. This bloodline. And then we have our damaras. The damara Hansri Vitois a Korekim Gueluan. Holahayon. Let's say when we're most Panyas Malona, never was a Pocoja. It's very wild. It fights. So how knowledge on has a on because the traits, one of the good traits on it, the Magda instincts that think or dialogue. They love their kids way too much. How do you bully about meat master? That was 2021. 2021, that's when it became worse. Like another right or according to me, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. The Lopang area meat was really not doing that well. In the right day. No kosena pulo and remember and my pocket was just here, guys. I felt it's like I need a deeper pocket They're doing well, Hadi adjacent, no. And then 2, I was realizing it's like higher 1 year one. I bet she did well. Copycats. So one high because no man did it's like influences others. They group us on a little group on a little group where Luna on a little group of sunshine. We tend to name them fancy names.
Yeah.
So I give you level art. Make you feel meat master we tshwareletse hela wa shahena and ga ku feed. So that's when I was like, no, I need to make a decision. Am I keeping Dopas or now am I stocking meat master?
Are you investing more? Are you doubling down on meat master?
Then I was like, let me give meat master a chance. So I began to work is, and then it just thrived. Not a problem when it comes to lending. Not a problem because nku yone mo ga yone a tsala 20 minutes ngwana teng se tsa tsama go pele ga yona se mo isimolang o down na ha ro a mo emela o wa go mokuka. So I made a decision. No, man, let me sell the stoppers because they are not doing justice to my pocket. As financially, I'm not that stable. It eats heavily on my pocket.
I love that.
More especially but so a friend of mine got to we had a conversation. It's like, no, actually, I'm looking for dopas. I'm like, okay. At that time, I was sitting at 120 dopas. That was
wait. So how do you even wet 30 now? Like what?
Look, we breed twice in a year. So sometimes you find 20 animals out of like the 50 females that I had. We find 20 of them will give you twins, and then the 30 will give you singles. And because his still daughter mortality out the account for mortality at least 5% of mortality out of my 60 or 70 dikonyana at least the gago because gone go teng gore dikonyana di aswa di ruala aswa it's ga gona go sa teng ga leso ke la ha lo tshwara but you can reduce it. And I was there go farmong ke na phana o tirong ke so farmong. And I get it was that time, COVID. COVID in a renal schedule is about work from home.
Yeah.
Now I'll work from the farm. Instead of home, the other farm. So because I ended up having a satellite dish, it gives me chance to maranyani ke sharp. So even like it, I know think or maybe you block make it for a BC.
Yeah.
So I ended up selling those the lopatsele di kwanyana tsa tsone. Went heavily on meat master. So here we are.
Wow.
So meat master, luckily my uncle bampa the sanen, that's why I can reveal the sanen. Bampa a few sanens, and the numbers are good. Because meat master, how dira on a heavy scale or dira limuns. Nku said ngo di khona ska dindale mash or di khona go tsala both triplets or even twins, me the milk is mashasi enough. So that's where the sanen comes in. Get milk from the side.
It's a lot of milk.
Yeah, it got a lot of milk. Get milk from the side or supplement taka. Yeah, so we tend to supplement zikonyana zarona kama sharing and the sanens.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so instead of us buying the powdered milk, which normally had recent hakiso gore gongwe a ke ka hara dirang ka teng or what. And then sometimes go late I was mola gore go thatega metsi yone alla ka ha ya re give me tshwana hela le ngwana.
Yeah.
So the science that's where they
started coming up. So one thing I'm hearing from your story is this the amount of time you spend on the farm.
Yeah.
And also you look at the numbers because you're already coming from a background where you are looking at portfolios, also going through numbers. These two things are very important because most of us farmers are weekend farmers.
Yeah.
And we tend not to be heavily into the farm like that because we need to make money from jobs, wherever. And then somehow the farm grows slower because we're not heavily involved in it. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that. And also from the numbers thing, because you looked at it and you're like, Kana, this is the one that's doing me good. Because I think a lot of would have a lot of maybe cows and so forth, but are they making you money? Are they actually bringing in, because at the end of the day, for you to be sustainable, you have to be profitable somehow. And so these are some of the things that you interrogate because you already mentioned those, and even the way it's been growing and so forth.
When you start in the money you are pouring in money because you have to build one brand. You have to build brand. You have to make people believe more brand. You have to build numbers. So
you have to build brand.
Brand.
So you mean like that's actually one of the main things that really fueled your success.
Yes.
In right here.
Yeah. You have to build brand. How do you build brand? Right now, a lot of people are on social media. So utilize social media. It's for free, guys. Post them on Facebook or your Instas. Just go in there. Mpo will be there to share. Somebody will be there to share. Attend shows, exhibits. Because
let people know you.
Yeah, let people know you, see you. Because in more social media. But remember, social media, there's a lot. Some fake pictures, body portrayal. So let people know you. Go out to the people. Take your product to the people. If you don't take your product to the people, now you're going to sit here alone because you are not taking it to the people and talking to the people. Why not you'll find me stolen and I'll give you my time. This is how he's doing. Just get him people engage about to make them interested more product in your but especially looking for it. Bunsi badi farmer like you are saying, kid weekend farmer or baba want to start up. Because I see weekend farmer where tail me kana simolola. Give people product tail and hore. Haika gel hore yaba bala tata mopati. Because one thing about
because you didn't mention this before we started rolling the start and the commercial.
Yes, so they believe in quality over quantity. So if you are quality over quantity, you go for start. Start normally because high maintenance. Se batla go phala se le phatsimi yalo sone gore se rekwe gore se ngwa se ke slay quid apple phone motho a modimo ka o se gauge it ka diapple. Then you've got the commercials ke meat master but on hare setse ro jaja yana go na le di category tse di awadiwa so go na le the commercial go na le study maybe le mo studying still tala go na le di elite go na le nyenye di na categories and different. So the commercial aspect one on meat master, that's why I run my stud line, because commercially is easy to sell, more especially to a farm oil and simolola, because the price that are not bad. If I come to you and say a female which is we say an EU commercial it's pregnant is 4,000. I'm buying 2 animals, maybe even 3, because with pregnancy you never know what is it carrying twins or is it carrying one.
Right.
So the commercial line your capital. Your day-to-day expenses. Like I'm saying, I can feed all other expenses more farm.
It's the one that's bringing in the cash, like kind of like the lifeblood.
In the cash.
And then this one will be for big purchases.
Yeah, because imagine somebody is buying 60 what you commercial, 60 times 4. Already you are sitting at how much? 200 plus something. That's money.
Yes.
So out of that money, go and I maintain a farm, high lower to fence, paddocking, all those things. Go and I even buying a car.
Even buying a car.
So that's the man. You need business where it can fit into this one, because the commercials, the study, remember, even to buy them, they're expensive, because you find a study animal goes for more 10,000 one, and
plus
10,000 plus, and Bozana is not like I wouldn't say bakaloba babanali to buy or that ready to buy the study. Yeah, that those who believe no. When you look at it like that, you don't need to sell a lot. Like I'm saying, commercial ze page ke 1 year start. So or ze tharo. So mutata bali bilo gore na kana me ko studying ka gore kisa di animal tsa for hair. We can all 40,000. Like to get rekisa tse 12 ko commercially. But the price tag. And then the girls tsa di damarne tsa compete be di like a position 4 on a group of 3.
How much would you charge this one?
This damara between 7,000 and 8,000. This with the kid 9,000. That one there, because I'm saying meat master level bloodline, not just age, $10,000. Then we have this one. This one if it's on Bruno 2023 March. And then we have Art. Art is only 14 months. guys. It's mommy's boy, as you can see. So he's quite friendly. Okay, no walk a it won't trouble you. And then we have then we have this young man here. This one is young. This one being the most expensive.
This one is the most expensive.
It's most expensive. It's a South African bloodline. We don't have any means of acquiring it. So what we acquired is the father from this way. Cheeky. So it's because so if you like challenge. So this here how ta go now re Ntombela ke bata this ke go pizza ke bata this kita be re simolla se khwa hela hale ko bo 50 if you robata ate hu ratang go lwa from 25,000 play you'll get 25,000
this is 50,000
this is 50,000 this is 35,000 that guy Odag his name is Hugo. He's an artist like Hugo artist there. So that one 35,000 you'll get. So hela go hampo I get more than 200,000 in just in the scroll. These are the males. Sadidamar. So ne hela ta di bona signature ra tsone ke dinaka. Hanki ha di no ne akatse ha di ntse ana di a be dinwane but a very aggressive kontwe di a lwa tota ha ile gore ke phologolo di lwantsha di ta di tsere o ta bona di ta di hukile mo dinake because what they do di lwa kanare di lwa selwa be se di se suputsa ha tshebe di se tsa go supa gore nya this is mommy re lwantshitse re ta re protectile your flock so Tamara it fights a lot so ga o bate gore o intsheka ha le semore especially ha di sena go mate if you take a male and a female di mate ha di sena go mate you don't take that male ba kopanya di male tse ding ya go e bola because it ang khabanyana so tse di a go e lwantsha gore le tswa banyane o monna o tswa banyane
ga wa tsamaya
ga wa tsamaya lorna so di a e lwantsha and di khona go la di bola ile tota nku ya bola le khomo hela ka bola this thing is really tough golomo go thata. So these animals, they're more docile. Like you see, you can pet them because that's the first thing you do when you get to the cross. Yeah.
So tell me, I got to motivate our body. Like how? What one of those big purchases that people bought from you, like motatla reka. You know.
Just this year alone, I had. I'll say one big purchase from one farm.
One farm.
One farmer, he bought like 65 commercial ewes and 35 stud ewes. So that's about 500,000. You can do it. You can do the math. 65, 3,500 times 3,500. Then you do 35 times 9,000 because the numbers determine a price. Had the number you tend.
Yeah, you tend to.
Price.
One farmer.
Yeah, just one farmer.
Come on.
So over 500.
Hey.
One farmer. So how and then I will have individual farmers by mostly. I haven't had momotanga rekabuchu. Hikere hakwareko is 5 animals. Highly on the commercial scale.
How about Samikaloen? How are ready for the one? What am I too? No, you can talk to.
I do talk to them, but the thing is, Basimun Lamataro Rakachu. The time I was a farm, guys, I'm a good seller.
Hey,
how much a farm regular fight?
But I heard you actually doing it.
It motivates having more than 2 animals. It forces you or no. Let me take a look because there is more like a number. Remember, 5 animals, 5 ewes, steady pregnant, is almost 10 animals. Hadisa labana baba 5, or you can even 5 plus. Hadisa la first season, you've got 10 animals. So also you have the 5 moms, the 5 lambs. Second season, which is still in the same year. Now you're sitting at how many? It's 15 animals.
15 animals, yeah.
Come next year, hadisa la the moms hadisa la for the third time. Prepare baba by the time the moms second season la tela mo ngwagong teng te be di tsala le bana ba tsone so di pala tsa teng di gola ka pena ya no tabarekana khora gore ha ke rekile 10 ya go mpha 10 plus lambs in a year so sorry, in a season within 5 months. So ra gore ya go mpreta byanong ha ke ya go mpha bana ba 10 ke na le 40 animals. Come the second season ya go mpha bana ba 10 gate ke na le 50 animals. So you see, that's how the number tsa rona di golang ka pele. Because nku yone ya sa like every season how breeders sente as and those are the one of the things no gore how reka ko Ntombela farms, we sit down and okay, this is how you are going to breed. This is
you
what
show them.
Yeah, we show them.
How do you do like your breeding? Because clearly you're doing something.
We'll sit down with you. Normally we do have a little interview like me and you. We have a chart. I pick and go pick or no. Me motho ena tata ga se wa put. That's why we have value chains. I have my brothers smile gore ke ba go puting ke hela go okay o mongwe wa go ta hela ka gore o tshwere much and o feel like gore ma dieto ka let me get something me hela when you sit down o bua le bod no ga so it's not in chunku.
So you actually educate them on what they are buying,
educate them
what they are buying,
and then you sit down abo ba bontsha bo khona ba no and interest go tata mothamdim how go go pudi. That's when we can see chabar ya no ka bona dipudi ka lo ena o khona go bona interest we pick out no but ha ile gore o set kwa nku la dumelana wa mo ruta first a go moruta hela ka thokomelo ya yone gore nku e thokomelo yang wa moruta ka melemo wa moruta hela ka malwetse wa go moruta ka feed so because go khona go ta motho hela ilong gore o ta itshwanna le Ntombela na go ena similarly clueless. That's when we'll teach you about those things. We even offer okay, how to disable, please come with mothokomedi wa tsona so that help kana go nna ha tsere morumo ra go leta gore okay go keng tu a jana ha super di ka itse ke 1 2 3 4 and then there's another program e reng go raidi. You buy from us we don't rush you gore re reka phele re na di phele ho tse days and phele ho itefuswa ga bedi hela mo season so ra the phele the water is just lazing around the feed ya me head so that's why re hela okay you have bought from me me ga ona phele o di rekile di dus bring them back or come get phele. It's for free. We are not charging for that.
Wow.
Because we can't both afford to run the bloodline so remember the phele who says are make the study and di na le maboko di bloodline ra re ke maboko so ha re ka ro thera khona ga go reka all this go tswana hela le go dipuding it's not everybody o ka falang Lucas Becker bush rain but we're a community. We're trying to build a community whereby we can share. We don't need to be spending. I can't be spending 200,000 mo dingpunse le gore ke di dirisa gangwe hela o ga bedi mo kgweding. But me and you we can agree gore okay a re reke phele ho Ntombela ile one season e go wena season e go gona we can use it both of us mo season re kgaogana ka dikgwedi gore wena kgweditsa gago ke teng ba ya serves both that way gore go kgona go save from madi a phele ho bo kgona go oketsa the females kana production ke females remember you need the more females go kgona go disa lesaka la ga but ha ile gore ano wa go reka phele go ya 20,000 o leng gore ka bo motsero bo oketsa ka so that's where we come in ra go nela phele go ya rona for free but re tshwanetse go bona pele thokomela ga gore no ntse o ta thokomela di-female tsa go the vaccination records we believe in records record keeping so re mata go di bona le tsone hela be re ira assessment tsa tsone hela re lebella gore di ntse ja body condition tsa tsone ke ntse ja
this is your space
no.
This is your house.
I love it. I just enjoy it.
So what do you feel like was the biggest piece of advice for you that really made a difference in your space? I don't know if it's advice or where you learned it somewhere. Ke batla o mphaye and then o mpha le gore how di bele yana mo lesakeng. What is the biggest cost to you, like in a year? Like, where do you see for I end up spending much more money on this? So then I've realized that I can, because it's costly. I think it's a big thing for a lot of farmers. We tell all your costs are, that's okay. And then
my biggest advice of learning, it was from some humble old timer that the unfortunately he passed the COVID. When I don't ever stop learning. don't get big-headed because now or study I recognize you. Farming will humble you. So he will always say, farming will humble you. Never stop learning. And he used to say this, the future is female. At first I was like, is it female meaning me or is it female meaning animal?
Yeah.
Exactly way, because I will keep asking her, the future is female. What do you mean? You will understand it one day. Then I was like, okay, I get it.
So he was like a mentor to you.
Yeah, he was like a mentor to me.
How do you get the mentors?
He's not.
You just went up to him and then.
No, I didn't even went up to him. Una driver so it was raining and then kuli ya fa ebe na stuck ha re tsenteng go seloko apa stuck so gore re ha stuck ke rona ba re gaushi so gore ha o kana o bana gore nya me famiki ya ba tse so ha tsena ba oh ebile le rule then we start having a chat and then you can pick gona me se ke tse di ketileng and you can learn one or two. So then the future is female, the future is female. I'm like, what's the future is female? He loves saying that. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then one day I was like, oh, then that's when it clicked. Look, for there to be production, you need female. You need female. Like, you need to be made. Because I say mama but there's auntie, there's granny, there's so you see all these people. Let's say no woman, no cry. It doesn't literally mean like me, like no female. So that's when I was like starting to connect. Oh, the future is female. He mean this. And then the other one, the cost.
Yeah, what's the biggest cost?
Biggest cost feed.
Feed. Yeah. I wanted to hear you, but 95% in my mind I was like, it must be feed.
It's feed.
But I wanted to hear your take on it.
When you are doing animals which are genetically modified, they 70% is feed, then 30% is genetics. So the animals yeah.
70% is
feed, 30% is genetics.
But how? Okay, people wrong by area.
No.
I don't know why. It's because you got a.
No.
Okay.
Look, you can have this fancy-looking animal, but how I feed? Our indigenous goat. The indigenous goat is not crazy that driver anyway.
Yeah.
So because of genetic things, natural modifying. Modification, they've been a modification. Harry genetics so motswako le o thogna lo thokomelo e rile so ga bona ka go ka thokomelo a teng e go tlase than genetic ya teng so thokomelo a teng e go kudi so ha nna go godimo ke issue ya go feed. So when you are doing all the stud, more especially if you are a stud breeder, those animals you can't just say hello, you will always have to supplement. So cost their farm feed, but you can really reduce. You can play smart. One, hand out around you. If you move around, let's say also how driver. There's so many farms. Man meat. But to buy the farmer as a livestock. Give meat. So normally, meet your thing one has a tagala data le paito coconim. A little receipt. Let's go in there, greet them. Dumela, Karata Medisa Dumela. Can I assist you till Takalaha? Und Kurena aren't making much hajabuka. Like I'm like, no, instead of me charging you, you pay me galatak. So this is where you come in. Hilo Horhana spaces a hole. Find the farm and product game way. Never feel for ano.
Yeah.
There's always something. Whatever somehow. So feed you can reduce this either with the lemela or find back by livestock. And then you get the Habasanako Hadestan or Alifakaleu where Nabo Sila feed. So that's how you can reduce cost. Because cost the hell at the top of farming. Feeding. Tse dingwe tse di normal ga o ka kwa bereka o sana badireki. That one you can't. And with genetics, there will always be vaccines involved.
Yeah.
But the feeding aspect, more especially,
Very important.
like I'm saying, climate it keeps switching. Climate change it's really affecting us. We have been on a dry spell for how many years? So, bontsi ba nako ne ntse go sena le one phulo tota. And ha go sena phulo, we go ra milara o go reka feed. O tsena to agri feed o reka feed kana go bump. So obviously if you have more than 100 animals ka Ntombela, really expensive for you. But for you hela gore o kotsa cost ya gago gore o dire feed or find motho e leng gore ene le ka nna la ikopanya nna value chain. Mo gongwe what I was doing go na le di season tse e leng gore dinku tsa me di kgona go tsala botonanyana bo bontsi go na le bopnamagado. So instead of me selling those little ram lambs, I go in exchange. I'll go in and poly I need a tongue of meat I can give you dinku tse pedi. I'll already selling it for 1,000. Ke ka go ha nkuane e nyenyane ya ram lamb is 3,500. So ora re go kgona go tswa ka di tons tse tharo go wena tsa meat. So yeah. So that's why I always say value chain is everywhere when it comes to farming. Nale ha ke le farmera livestock wena we dira crop. Go gongwa ra kopa. Ha gona harulganang teng because I need a crop so gore ke dire feed.
What are the opportunities in your space right now that you think people aren't seeing or not taking advantage of?
There's a shortage of meat master. The demand is higher than the supply. If I'm not bragging, but how can social media? How can social media about
you can do it.
Meat master for sale? I can go Ntombela. Or even hello, meat master. So demand a meat master for gym. So now like he can a similar kabiki breeder last year.
Is it?
Yeah, I only started selling last year. I've been in the space, but selling I started last year. This similar go future genetics go carrot.
Hey.
Future genetics go cardio. I made a killing by the way. I sold only six girls. These 6 girls. Someone is a makabana, it's a makaditrini. Only 2 were pregnant. The rest is a makaditrin lambs. I sold them for 96,000. A total of 96,000 for
this year.
Last year.
Oh, last year.
Girls.
Hey, because we're there this year also.
So this year I was there. They were selling, but not like last year because like the reason I keep on referring to last year. One ewe of mine was bought for 20K, like meat master ewe for 20K. This year, they were bought. I think the lowest was 8,500. That was the lowest. Only the stud line, not the commercials. And then remember this sanin my platinum. Yeah, hadio maharona and the rabalo. Lofanana. How can I talk?
Right now, I
wish you would go nile show ring. Never compete. Got a lot of prices for my
son.
I got a lot of prices for my sons because I out of farmers. I think we only 3 when I compete. I cannot balance really. Yeah, so
Ntombela. Come on.
Silence, my brother. The one sanin can even go to both 35,000. Just the female. Holomoku chipako sanin in the male. But the females, because I cannot recamash. This funny looking body iron is the production, the milk production. Because sanini has an ahotal, Ohanokama all year through. Hasmo the ya whosa because you Christian one, how Christian one, Madela, you continue Hama because if you don't, Tibola Madel. So you continue to milk it, and it can give you 3 to 5 liters in a day. Yamash, it's a lot of milk.
Yeah, it's a lot of milk.
Yeah.
What's away, Nella?
Go down there like a hand master among where you can give your neighbors older madila. We do madila, we do buttercream, we do cheese. Yeah.
And merch tree.
So we do those. Yeah.
I want to ask you, we're going to get into a short segment called Rapid Fire.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you just a bunch of questions.
Not a problem.
Cool. Number 1. Goats or sheep? Who's more stubborn?
I don't know. I don't know because the goat they drink and it's not. But the meat master is a bit. Sometimes it tends to be a bit wild. I don't know. It's because of the traits it's a damar. So it's a bit wild. How the numbers again during vaccine so it's only the bruise. No,
had a wild card,
Hadi, more especially the females. The males, because Hanta hadidinsi, we tend to tame them. So that's what you do each and every time. You just keep on match them and
then it gets used to that.
But the females, because they didn't. Yeah.
No matter. Okay, question 2. First thing you do when a goat escapes the pen?
On a sheep.
You do it?
With me, it's a sheep. When it escapes the pen. I haven't had that.
Oh. So you're doing well, eh?
So most of them like we were saying.
You've never had it as like...
Okay. With me, I'm more grounded. Remember, I do farming on a full-time scale. That's why I was saying I was an ex-employee.
Yeah.
2022 just to focus purely on. I do have other things that I'm doing, but most of my time is farm. So yeah, 1 or 2. Like haperona we are saying mo place. So garna mo go ting. Okay, the next second one tse di khona go thaga mo nnong ya tsone di pota ka banyane yanong because you don't want them to mix gongwe le bokhaitse di a tsone to go dira inbreeding. You really try by your level best gore go ska ganna le kosieo leng gore wa phele go isuthile le sa ka itsene go di female. So that's one thing that you really guard against because if it happens, one e khona go hela palama bokhaitseli ya yone e khona go palama dinku tse leng gore wena kana go e gongwe da not ready gore o ka dipega phele go yeo or no di pegile but you want to see different genes from other animals gore sone di breeder ja.
That one is really, I feel like it's a controversial topic in breeding because when I live by Badir, and they give the reasons why they do it and so forth.
Yeah, it does. More especially if you want to do.
Sometimes they're correcting.
Sometimes they're correction. There's a name I forgot. It's not in breeding, but there's a name for it. When you want uniformity of it, must go so they tend to do normally ba meita di animals tse di leng gore di nose tsa tsone characteristics tsa teng di a
tswana.
So
just so they want to get that. And I think it's a hot topic also because others are this side, others are this side.
So ona le the reasons tsa go gore no nna ke bata go itse gore no meat master go Ntombela o ntsana gore ga o bona ga o bose
wena ha o tshameke mo inbreed
yo le ke ga no I haven't tried. Yeah.
One other one, one farm chore you secretly hate.
Cleaning the pens.
Yeah.
One of my hair, my God.
Yeah.
I can mind to go vaccinate about feed a pass.
Sweeping
because man, masaka man so cannot say how terape. How I tell her more it's just a loss. So, give me any other thing that was
you'll pay anyone to do that job.
One else definitely mana hela masaka go kata menal. Yeah. So you had to back a lot. And the hato kana go bala kana ga se tsothe tse leng gore hangwa ha o itshwere khana go eme gongwe khana go tola ene ha itola kana go o tshwere scare ka ha o itshwere, so
then it can be a problem.
We tend to get a lot of bruises and I'll show you something.
Whoa. And this one is fresh.
I was prepared to come here. So yeah, it's one of those things. We get bruises, but bruises and money, honestly.
As long as the money is right.
The money is right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do your goats know about you that no one else does?
Color. My goats knows a lot of money is colorful. If they were to see me, I guess I'm a colorful person. You will never find me your regular
But that's,
Hala
I've actually never met you just with the.
Guys, I believe I'm defining my own farming. I love fashion. So that lady is fashionable. Can't they wear my Lambos get an farming because I get my dear to an always. So why not? Yeah, guys, they'll be shocked.
Look good for the girl.
Yeah, look good for my cause. That's why I spend most of my time. Guys, where else would I have to look good for?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Last question. If your goats could talk, what's the first thing yours would say about you?
Man, you are cool.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm a cool one.
Is it?
Yeah, no.
Because I also listening to you, it's all right. Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up. Like you're so communicative with them.
Yeah, we do. That's the first thing I do. If I'm here and I have to go to the crawl, the first thing I do, I don't go to my house. I go to the crawls. And they'll
Good thing how the auto slaughter on a mongo and I will say.
can't even do that. Guys. Yeah. So I go to my calls. First thing I do, okay, they will always that one that you love more, which is us here.
Yeah.
So it's my sweet boy.
Yeah.
So you get in the calls. So you tend to talk to them. They need to, animals are like babies. They need to feel that they're wanted, they're loved.
Yeah, I need to feel the warmth.
Because the thing is, you remember so how are you going to recognize that it's not well if you say masake? So the first thing I do, go to the cross. And so that I can see is it okay? Because if sometimes it should worry you. They tend to be drowsy. So no, it's just sleeping, but it's not well. So my animals, first thing.
So it doesn't even seem like, because other farmers, sometimes farming can get lonely. I'm not getting that sense from you.
No, it's not. If you don't love it, don't do it. You just have to love it. It gets lonely. How's I rat? But just know one thing about farming, you're gonna lose friends because when and I receive a phone call at the wall. Oh, Sham, I will just drop whatever I'm doing and go. And can I go when I want to talk about you've got something that you are doing and you need me there. And now I get because it's just the hope you can't get lonely when you are doing it right. Because
I've actually seen farmers.
Most of the time, but two friendships, there's gonna be a few unless you only desire the farmer.
You're doing the same thing.
If you romance is gonna be because it's me and Mr. Me time. Oh,
banna.
So because it happens. It's about that moment.
Then you can come back.
I can come back. You can reschedule, but you can't reschedule betting the animal. And if it needs to. Yes, they have that, more especially those lambs that the mom is weak or little complication. They do get complications just like us. Complication about the mom. This is where you come in. You can on map. So you can see those small for cats and dogs. You get those put them in there.
Okay.
So it's the same as art. Art delivery. And then the mom so art was bottle fed. So he was more like a pet.
The rice.
I know, yeah, I mean little rice which also and every time you can on cookie because
That's how you became close to art.
Yeah, that's why I became close to art. It's my son's ram. He loves it.
Okay.
He's only 4. So every time he gets in the crawl because they robeta and we just dance and he will start walking around like look at me. I'm so
beautiful. Beautiful. So you're in the space that's very male dominated. We've spoken about the support you have received. They were assisting you. Are there any downsides that you have gotten? Maybe what's the harshest thing that's been said to you?
You get it. There's I don't know whether I should use the word bullying or I should use the word sakore. o ka re wa nyanyagadiwa,
Being undermined.
you are being undermined because o mme. But nako e nngwe, you know, ga se boarre ke bomme.
Oh.
You know, gana role rata le mme o ke bomme ba tsa tota ke sa ga go te bote o tsa ka nako ya go wa bana go fa mo ya bo mme a botsa ga go togetse monna le mang e le go togetse bana le mang. You see, because you know, society have made it for mme ke ha go tsena ko bane mme ke eno thokomela mme o thokomela rre mme o thokomela lapa mme o thokomela bana ke so go ra gore you tend gore ya rona bo mme o ka re beilwe mo go tsetsa selegae o ke pa re tsa molate so gore le ha go ngwela ha gore a mo e fama ba ka nyela gore no gora gore ke back ya
You are neglecting these other aspects of your life.
They even sometimes they don't even see gore mme ha go teng Ntombela farms. I get a lot of phone calls. Ha ke araba ke re hallo te go tenne re kopa go bua le rre Ntombela.
Oh.
I get that a lot. Initially ne ke ba correct ke re nya ga ke re ke mme until I was like no, you know what, I'm not the problem. It's the society, but it's a mindset aside, but they need somebody who will go change. I can recordile re itse ale gore borre ke bone ba fama. So now we are coming in re le ka go modernize re le ka go tsenya bombi mo di space tse ile gore re godile hala re itse gore nga re ke no fama. But believe me, when it comes to small stock, we are doing way much better because gore phologolo e nyenyane e tshwana le go godisa ngwana. Bomme when it comes to nurturing we are much better than borre. When it comes to the home tsa bone podcast. But the phologolo, so you sit down, you are like, you know what? This is how we grew up. This is how it was penned. Gore me tatane ke motlhokomedi wa bana ke motlhokomedi wa polapeng, not the livestock. But we need to change that because things are evolving, we are changing.
Yes.
So we can't be just looking hela gore nya wena o motlhokomedi ga se mongwe le mongwe le gore wa go nna le bana ga se mongwe le mongwe le gore go na le bomme ba ile gore le ha bana le bana re do much better mo go tlhokomeleng bana than her. So we find gore when it comes to poultry, she does much better for poultry. So why can't you just give us chance, guys? We can do it. We're about support, but because of, like I'm saying, it's because of society, no, there is no way.
And I wanted to even take that further. Like, do you ever feel pressurized to be a role model for women in farming?
I do. I feel pressurized because each and every time the first question I get, how do you do it? So you are alone. How do you do it? Because it's like ha borre ba jwa times 1 ngwana jwa times 4 gore o nne o mo spacing sa borre, you are trying go penetrate o dira ka bone o leka go itekanya le bone gore o nna o ka re gata e le gore ke mang mosadi hang ka re tata ka kwa ga isa ke mosadi e le gore ke mosadi wa motho, and then ba ngotwa ba re there is no way ka nna o khatiri mpitse ke sa mosadi a ba ra ke sa batho and ga ntse go bua ma borre because you know lona remember le na le di ego le na le di pride ga se hela o ka dumela gore mme o ka tswa go hela ta go isa mo space ya gago a ke re ba tsere gore ke space sa bone so ga ba dumelela gore la ra ke tsa re bolelle nnete. So you get that a lot gore ha o le ha na re o setselema. So normally I answer like this. Okay, ke ha re o setselema o ha me o setselema. It's like I throw it back to the right. You see, so until you change, but for that to change, we need to get in the space. We can do this thing. There'll be really happy. Who introduce the only one, the only female among us. And the it is sometimes the bigger. The problem is not basadi balona. The problem is kelona because you farm, you buy animals, you buy gomarake. How ya marake wa malala or mava smamanka marake hauri Friday ramorate aratsamai. So you leave them behind and expect them me by itse ka so sidira no mo togetse kwa lapeng.
Kana ba tlhaloganye
gore ba tlhaloganye gore poele ke 400 ena how ka moso how robetse how we reach 10,000 because you never taught them. So Nekom is not about maize, about borre. How are they doing it? How are they making us interested? Na Mr. Ntombela, when you started this thing, he was like, It's your farm. You're going to do it. Nna ke a go support from there. Hale. How re, ha kena feed, yeah, I'll help you to buy feed. How re, I want a ram. I'll if you're saying for one, stand let's like a 2,000 or this much, I'll do that. But you're going to run it. It's yours. It's your project, it's your baby, you're going to run it. Nna ke ta go support ka go sala le bana ba gago go like. So my husband, this is how he supports me. O tlhokometse lapa la me, nna ke tlhokomeletse la me la bana ba maoto a ma 4. So that's no to be where I am. It's because of his support. If you're not support guys, nka be ke sa khone go nna because nka be gore be ke setele bana palape. I kere ke so de tsela go rona ga sala le ba. So bontsi bana go ke na setele bana ke mo di show, you be like no, it's fine. You can go or tale joina lili. Ha re sa khona le joina cool. Ke no la langa fida ke na check and di flu na ha ke lo go square because I spend most of time ke le ka go farm than ke na leba. Yeah, I do see my family. I've got that time. Now, unfortunately, I'm not a weekend farmer. So, don't come to my farm on weekend. You won't find me go farmers. It's my family time. So, from Thursday, I'm in town.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We saw a king. Hey, I'm going marriage seminar on Rapatul.
They need to take you by the family because you'll never know. Interested, but it's okay. You're interested. Have we ever tried?
Engaged her.
Hey, you have never engaged me. But who's going to worry? What's the difference between this book and this one? If you can teach me, believe me,
you win.
I'll be in it and I'll be like if you no. But especially, I want to be honest, because one currency, but normally currency because small happens to kind of like na go ngwe tela hela rata madi not necessarily go rajwa ke ro ke khona gore one pedence nna gate ke feel gore wa ba sena di overall wa ba sena say you see so jo tse dirang they need money so how le rehela me ga go sa rate madi should be worried gore ga na go phusha gore o dire
mo
so tshwantse gore o nne le mme a ba rata tshele ya no nna mpho ke rate ke a dira nna kumpe ko nna ha ke tsena mo sakeng ke khona go kanta madi a no gore sakale le ke na le 230 le sakale ke na le 300 le ke na le 200 that's my pay slips so ke tshwantse gore ke nna ha ke khona go ira projection gore no me a dingutse tsa metsa ha 10 tsa ha di tsala ga ke winner ke dilembonyana tse di khusitse ke khwisa ke tabe ke na le boka so what wheat farm
nna ha tela la ga lo bona gore
o khana go bala go ba khape o nna ha tshontsha cost mo gone a ke ro setse o itse o itse re cost ya me ke feed cost ya me ke melemo cost ya me ke ba beretsi
o botso mo dilo
bye ngwaga tsa mahalo setse itse re nyamme ngwaga if I'm to sell this much I'll make this much, this will be my profit, this my cost
what have it
travel, which I love.
Which you love, you're fucking lovely. What about it?
And after the show, I take a little bit of time. Sometimes I go alone. Sometimes it will be me and my husband. Sometimes it will be the whole family.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You did the Mafisa program. I'm going to try as we wrap it up.
Mafisa program, it was me saying, let me give back to the community that have been supporting me. It's my social outreach, my community social outreach. So my Mafisa program, there's so many graduates, sometimes I get post I get a lot of calls, and more especially the youngsters. Ntombela, are you not looking for motoring? I'm looking for this, I'm looking to a degree holder oha obata tirwa ko famo obata go bona your helper ko famo and you are looking korongwana degree ya gagwe ga ina le haile setsa sa faning but ko ro bana gore mme bogolo hanka ya ha sengweng ka tota. So I was like, okay, let me do something for this community that have been supporting me, make it remember more the youngsters, not just the youngsters, the females, they like to build a family, make it build a bomb, make do and like I'm saying, when it comes to finances, household, no matter the household is at ga go sena re diranwa ke mme and le ditiro tse re bo mme thela gantsi re di bereke fela e se tsa maemo a go godimo le ile ditironyana tse di hagare tse di amogedisang madi a leng gore a helela ko kitcheneng a helela mo school uniformong a bona so ga o kgone go helela ile gore o ka simolla the farming journey so that was me trying to say no mme ke ngwana a mosetsana gore you know what you can do this I think I'm proof enough. You don't need gore o botha wa pere di calcule le so leng gore go to farmer. So I'm here trying to say look come join me. So with my visa program it was just there gore I need somebody who long gore o age between 21 and 35 years. Preferably as a bereki. Preferably ile motho wa mme. Because the reason why ke sa re o sa bereki yes, farming, how about that business is not a part-time thing. It's a full-time job. It's 24/7. Because of at 2 a.m. because of so that's why I was saying I need somebody who too. You should be within 100 kilometer radius from Mora. Why 100 kilometers from Mora? I should be able to manage this animal since it look go ya nampo. Remember ke gona go di go ha o le startup ga o itse se. O nna le bothata wa nteletsa. Ya no imagine le gore o nteletsa o le ko shosho. Nna ke mo a tishie ke go goroga leng ko shosho. Wana kana o tla isule it's kana mafisa remember ke phologolo tsa ileng gore ke go ha 10 animals di a dusa ka re tsa mpho tsa mo go tlhokomela di phologolos at the end ga di sena go tsala you benefit like this o tsaya 6 animals those 6 animals are 6 females because re batla go oketsa production go gwe you get 6 animals which are females then you return just 4 animals and then 10 oil and gore that 10 oni ke go mohile umusetsa back to me so that ke khona go mo prepare ke mo maintain pass it to the another person but we are not just leaving you there will be some training sitele gore bata o di attend and how are you going to attend training mo le ko fitsane na rele re bata ha ile gore o gauhi ga ke mone go khose e gaufi ile gore ke khona gore ke bue le buang gore ke na le 1 2 3 4 because a lot of people are really interested in this Mafisa program ba bangwe ba ka tswa ba sena livestock ba ngwe da offering di services tsa bone gore no na re ka ta go le kentel na re ka ta go riana like the likes of Bobantu should we say mangevena please I would come teach ka di records o mongwe ta bana ke tata go ruta ka melemo Africa na re tata go ba ruta ka melemo nya rona re ka go high discounted price ya feed for your Mafisa program so it's because of the value chain you can't go re how ruwa you still need a vet. You still need motho wa hello yo eleng gore eno dira di records because you need the records for these animals. But okay, ra dirana. Normally ke tekere records they don't need to be perfect. Just take a notebook umphabong bala store. Irile ka manta ga wa dikana e be rira 1 2 3. Now from that story I'll get what I need to record ya no kitse gore nya me story sena o spala gore lu le ene lwala ya tank bus o dia se wa record e ke ntulo yana you record those but bone just right because na go nga ho simolla gore ba go recordela ba khona ona confuse gore ta ka record so just write me a love letter ya for famo gore gona ga ire galana be girana be ke re ke be ke but wena monga fama be lwana le go take from that diga bone anu dira your formal records so that's when we need Bobantu to come in for ba to go so I've got a lot of people who are willing to assist so far this is how you Mafisa program re tswaletse ka di date tsa ga June but by the time re tswala di show ne di simologa so go ra gore I've been all over the show but we are done with the vetting thing we should be ha ke hetsa mo nationaleng ha
to be announcing the winner
ta be ra announce the winner se le ba ileng gore la ha we se winner gore winner mpho it doesn't mean gore ha o sa hiwa le ruo ga winner you can be a winner in this way you can be a winner o ileng gore wena you have an opportunity gore o to go traina go goro just come to benchmark re go ruta hela gore okay me ha re le ruo re bua ka 1 2 3 4 ha re malwetse a le go re bua ka 1 2 3 4 ha re dijo re bua ka 1 2 3 4 so you can learn something out of it besides gore wena ga wa tsa di animals le tsa Ntombela na Whoever knows, maybe at Kibuana, somebody will be like, you know what, why can't I pledge 2 animals? So I would love it. I would love to expand outside. Another farmer, no, Ntombela, I will help you to manage. I will help you to train, to do the consultants on your behalf. Because believe me, as much as I still need to see I need to have kana go na le tse re tabe re di kwadile mo pampeng, but there's those behind scenes gore ra go nna ga tshano re nna ga tse re di kwala gore this is what I want, this is how we're gonna be doing it. Ga ke tsana ko farming ya go ke expect 1 2 3 4 because I was still gonna do the farm visit before ke di animals. So next week yana I will have to do the farm visit for the shortlisted gore ke go bona gore nya ne anong ga ke finalize ke re this person ke libile eng ke libile gore farm a teng tshwantse gore be le secure ha le go rwetse mo tshimong simo tshwantse gore e be tarateletse because imagine I sa taratela bo di bulela be dia go hula khantele di jilo ke phokoje o maoto mabedi o maoto mane khantele di nyeletse wa bona but ha ile gore nya mme fa mo taratetse it gives you a bit assurance gore nya mme safe. Two, like I'm saying, I want you to be really hands on. O thokomela ga ke batle gore ga ke tsana be le gore ya no di togetse le yo mama hale o di togetse le grandfather ba ileng gore bone kana remember santse ba rua go rua mo le ga rona hela ga di putsi tsa rona kana dikgomo tsa rona tsa Setswana tse di sa thokane le go thela di emeditse ne le sheka neken wa bona. So I would want you to really be engaged mo thuong ya dungitse ke go dinela. Remember this animal sekana, you are not paying for anything. Melemo is on me. The only thing that is on you is feed. But ha ile gore ke a khona go bona gore nya ne motho as much as o qualify me pataga for loan for will still come in and say okay, this is how we are going to assist ka feeding.
Now this is beautiful.
So that's the Mafisa program. So you should be between 21 and 35 years old. Radius is 100 kilometers from Morwa, and then the area would be secure. The area rate, it doesn't need to be yours. You can borrow from your neighbor, you can borrow from your mom, your aunt, all those. You can borrow helar. But when you kopaleng kadimano na tshwantse re be le ka molao. No gore le dintsa go kwala mekgwa.
No.
So we need to be seeing those. That's why I need to do the farm visit. I'm le ruo le la go ruela nte. A go secure go na le pabalesego go na le masaka go na le metsi. The ruo le thokana le metsi besides phulo le thokana le metsi. Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like a Ntombela of Ntombela Farms. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
And guys, let us say the overall. By the way, the overall. Anything.
But once you listen to
so these are some of the overalls that I do. I do only colors, guys. So scatter on now. Black or green. Just know where I'm gonna put color. I love color.
Yes.
I believe over it because the future is bright.
The future is
orange.
bright.
Why she go for something colorful?
Yes.
I always feel how our resource is colorful. It's like it brightens your mood.
It brightens.
Yeah, you feel like, oh yeah, now I can conquer the world. That's how I always feel like I feel like I'm out there going to conquer the world.